Hello everybody, welcome to a new video, and in this video we're going to be switching out the Insta360 X5 lens. I dropped this one here in Mallorca the other day and I want to change it out. Fortunately with the X5 you can switch out the lenses. I also have the DJI Osmo 360 and unfortunately there's no hope with that one. I have to send it off to get the lens replaced, but this one, it's simple enough. So I figured I'd record it so you can see. This is the box you get when you get your Insta360 X5 replacement kit, lens replacement kit. In the box you have all sorts of different accessories. There's like a little blower to make sure you get the dust out. And that's why I'm in this room here, because it's less dust here. It's very echoey. So we're going to use the tools provided in this kit to replace this lens so it's just like new. Here we have the lens that has the nick on it. It's just a little small nick, and I even toyed with whether I should even replace this lens or whether I should wait for the time when I actually properly drop it again. But it does appear on the images on my X5 and I want to get rid of it. So I'm actually going to lay out a little, whoa! I mean, it's unlikely that this is going to get scratched on this surface, but I'm going to lay this out anyway. So like I said, the trick here is to make sure you're in a dust-free environment. You don't want to get any dust behind that lens whenever you are. There's actually like a lens behind the lens, so it's not the end of the world, and you could re-access it if you wanted to. But it's not as simple as placing a lens on a DSLR or something like that. Okay, so you got your little guide here, shows you what to do. Have this little tool, takes off a little ring. There's also a QR code that you can scan, and then what's in the box. Then a very visual guide here to help you do this. Tells you about the humidity and everything. You want to make sure that you are in a low humidity area, of course. And then these are going to be the steps. Pretty self-explanatory. You just remove the lens ring with the tool. You then pry it out. You make sure that it's clean. If it's been really shattered, then you want to clear any of the broken bits out of it. And then you're going to use this little plunger thing to pick up the lens and replace it. It's a really, really simple process. So we have our little air squeegee. We have our lens kit itself. It's got this little plunger thing on it, a little suction cup. And then there's the tool. The only downside here is it seems like it's a bit of a waste with all of these different pieces. Like, this is a really cleverly designed piece of kit, which is like a single use thing. I mean, I guess it's better than them selling it to us separately. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is let's get rid of any dust around this lens here. I'll give you a really good plunger thing. This is gonna be actually quite useful. And the funny thing is that whenever you change the lens of the anti-gravity A1, which is the sister company of Insta360, they give you this same sort of kit, only the plunger actually says anti-gravity, which is insane. Okay, so I'm gonna go through here and just really get rid of any dust. I don't want anything on there. It seems such a shame to replace this lens with something just here, but like I said, it does definitely get in the shot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to align this little orange mark here with the bottom of the lens. If you look on the bottom here, there's a little white mark here, and it's like these tiny little grooves, you know, there's not really much to latch onto. Okay, so it's slightly offset, but that should be enough to get purchase on it. And then rotate. I'm putting pressure on this side and the camera, and it's just rotating. I think it's like 2 rotations. It says in the thing 2 rotations. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now we have the ring attached to here. I'm just going to leave this attached. Then you have your lens, and then you've got a little bit of grime in between here. So I'm going to get rid of that. It looks like there was a little bit of damage on the side here. So now this is clear. That ring is what locks that lens down. I'm gonna get this one ready. Nice fresh lens. And then we're gonna use the little splunger, which is in here, with a bunch of other stuff like gloves, and lens cleaners and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, they've gone overboard really. There's a little lens brush thing here. There's cleaning wipes, lens cloth, another lens cloth, and then a pair of gloves, which I'm not gonna use, and a little sponger. Okay, I'm also gonna actually use this little, let me get rid of this little piece here. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm going to try and lift this. Okay, there, very easily just popped off. I can take this now. I want to be quick because I don't want to expose this to any floating dust. I'm literally gonna take this lens here and I'm gonna switch them over as quickly as I can, so it reduces the risk of dust getting in between. So it kind of you can just seat it in there like that. So it's pretty seated. It's quite easy to seat there. You can see that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna return this piece back to where it belongs. I'm gonna put it over here. I guess I'm gonna just try and find where it starts to catch on. And you can of course keep that little okay, so this is where it's really important. I was gonna say you can keep the little suction cup on there, but you wanna make sure that whenever you are attaching this, like it's off kilter here. You want to make sure these threads line up properly because otherwise you're going to strip it. So it should seem very smooth. The first time I tried it was not smooth to rotate. So you want to make sure it easily turns and gains purchase on those threads. You don't want to strip it. And then it's quite hard now to continue. I don't think that I need to continue beyond. I don't think it's going to do another rotation. So I went a little bit too far, I think. I'm going to back it off a little bit. So the goal here is just to try and make that orange piece or the white piece kind of in line with the middle there. And we're there, that should be it. So hopefully now we're gonna have a nice clean, fresh lens on our X5 without any dust on the inside. I think we scored. I think we got it right. So now what we'll do is we'll just clean that lens with the old lens with that little speck on there. Just put that in there just in case. For some reason, I'm gonna keep it for some reason in case maybe I shatter this and I don't have another replacement lens, then a speck on a lens is better than a shattered lens. So now we're gonna just use the lens cloth to clean it. Just a nice little dry lens cloth here. There you have it. Nice fresh lens, no dust on the back. We did this one the other day. So there you have it. That is how you change the lenses on your Insta360 X5. It's super easy. You just want to be in a non-dusty environment to make sure you don't get anything behind that lens. And that is one of the great things about this X5, the ease in which you can replace those lenses, far superior than the Osmo 360 in my opinion in terms of usability, in terms of replaceability, The Osmo 360, of course, you can send it off to DJI, but I'm not going to do that. I have no idea how long that's going to take. This you can do in your own time, no problem. If you like this video, please subscribe. I do lots of videos about the 360 cameras, both by DJI and Insta360. I have affiliate links down below. If you found this thing valuable and you're going to get yourself any gear, use my links if you can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.